Welcome to the Kenya Maritime Authority presentation of her Citizen Service Delivery Charter. Kenya Maritime Authority, or KMA, located in Mombasa County, was set up in June 2004 as a semi-autonomous government agency in charge of regulatory oversight over the Kenyan maritime industry. Kenya Maritime Authority strives to strengthen national maritime administration through enhancement of regulatory and institutional capacities for safety and security, fostering effective implementation of international maritime conventions and other mandatory instruments on safety and security, promoting maritime training, coordinating search and rescue, preventing marine pollution, and promoting preservation of the marine environment, as well as promoting trade facilitation and maritime investments. We are committed to respecting the rights of our clients, including the right to access services, the right to lodge a complaint, the right to privacy and confidentiality, and the right to information. Kenya Maritime Authority envisages to be a leading maritime authority steering Kenya's maritime aspirations and is on a mission to enable Kenya's maritime sector development through progressive stewardship. In this video, we present our Citizen Service Delivery Charter. This charter sets out the service standards that our customers should expect when interacting with the Kenya Maritime Authority. In this service charter, we focus on provision of general information services as well as our core operations that include 1. Maritime safety, 2. Maritime trade development, 3. Maritime education, training and labor, and 4. Search and rescue. Maritime information services. If you would like to inquire, you can send us an email or write us a letter. We will reply to your message within 5 working days and acknowledge receipt of it within 2 working days. We'll let you know if the procedure takes longer. Calls between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on weekdays are welcome, with the exception of our search and rescue services. Search and rescue services. Under the search and rescue services, the Regional Maritime Rescue Coordination Center was established. The center was established to coordinate maritime search and rescue emergencies in the Eastern Africa search and rescue regions. Watchkeepers in the center monitor distress frequencies, relay distress messages, acknowledge distress calls, and assist in search and rescue mission coordination. The center is always on a 24-hour watch to ensure prompt receipt and dissemination of distress messages from ships plying the search and rescue region that include Kenya, Tanzania, Seychelles, and Somalia. Maritime safety. Services under this cooperation include 1. Vessel inspection and licensing of vessels of 24 meters and below. And 2. Inspection of safety equipment. Vessel inspection and licensing of vessels of 24 meters and below. For a customer applying for vessel inspection and licensing for vessels of 24 meters and below, the following apply. For sailing vessels and vessels propelled by oars or paddles of up to 4 meters in length, it will cost $0.5, while for every extra meter, a charge of $0.1 will apply. Equally, mechanically driven vessels and those with auxiliary engines that are tilled up to 4 meters in length are $10, and an additional $1 will be charged for each additional meter. All applications for vessel inspection and licensing will be attended within 3 days. Inspection of safety equipment. For vessels of 24 meters and below, plying coastal and inland water bodies other than Lake Victoria from 0 to 10 tons will cost $40, while for every extra 10 tons or part thereof shall cost $40. For vessels of 24 meters and below, plying Lake Victoria only, sailing vessels and vessels propelled by oars or paddles of up to 4 meters in length will be charged $5, and for every meter or part thereof over 4 meters, mechanically propelled vessels and vessels tilled with auxiliary engines will attract a charge of $1. Vessels of up to 4 meters in length will cost $10, and for every meter or part thereof over 4 meters shall cost $1. Maritime education training and labor. One of the primary Vision 2030 flagship projects of the Kenya Maritime Authority is Maritime Education and Training, METI. This training aims to guarantee that seafarers possess the skills required for the global crewing market. Taking this into account, the following services are offered under this main function. 1. Issuance of continuous discharge certificate. 2. Replacement of mutilated or filled up expired CDC. 3. Replacement of lost CDC. 4. Search and rescue services. 5. Intervention in disputes involving seafarers and ship owners. 6. Crew listing and endorsement of vessel articles. 1. Issuance of continuous discharge certificate or CDC. In order to obtain a continuous charge certificate, you must be at least 18 years old. You are required to submit an application letter with STCW 95 certificates attached, pay $20, and provide a copy of your national identity card and 2 passport-sized pictures. We will process your application in 3 days. 2. Replacement of mutilated or filled up expired continuous discharge certificate. To obtain a replacement of your CDC book, you must fill out an application, attach the damaged or filled up or expired CDC book, a passport-sized photo, and pay a fee of $20. We shall process your application within 3 days. 3. Replacement of lost CDC book. In order to replace a lost CDC book, a customer must fill out an application, attach a police abstract, a photocopy of the book, a 6-month CDC certificate, and show proof of continuous discharge, and also make a payment of $20. We will reply to your inquiry within 3 business days. 4. Search and rescue services. The search and rescue services are free of charge and offered around the clock. 5. Intervention in disputes involving seafarers and ship owners. When there is a disagreement between ship owners and seafarers, the complainant must file a formal complaint to the Kenya Maritime Authority. The request shall be attended to immediately and at no cost. 6. Crew listing and endorsement of vessel articles. Where the number of crew does not exceed 5 persons, no charges apply. However, should the crew exceed 5 persons, the vessel owner is required to pay $5 per excess person. Maritime trade and development. The goal of maritime trade and development is to establish the conditions necessary to maximize the achievement of appropriate economic rewards. Among the services provided under maritime trade and development are 1. Registration of ship agents. 2. Establishment of a shipping line. 3. Provision of information on seaborne trade. 4. Licensing of ship agents and cargo consolidators. 5. Registration of a shipping line. And 6. Maritime Transport Logistics, or MTL, training approval. 1. Registration of ship agents. A customer who wants to register as a ship agent must submit a formal application together with a $5 application fee and attach copies of their memorandum or articles of association, their certificate of incorporation, and their PIN certificate from the Kenya Revenue Authority. Additionally, a customer must spend $250 in order to receive an annual license. This application shall be responded to in 5 working days. 2. Establishment of a shipping line. To officially establish a shipping line, simply submit an application, include copies of the tariffs for each route, copies of the documents attesting to the nationality of the signatories, copies of the documents listing the names and addresses of the shipping line and shipping agent, copies of the conditions of carriage or bill of lading clauses for each route, and payment of $15 application fee, $3,000 registration fees, and $1,000 annual license fees. Applications must be processed in a maximum of 15 days. 3. Provision of information on seaborne trade. Any citizen who wants to access the quarterly information on seaborne trade must submit a formal request and will get fast response free of charge. 4. Licensing of ship agents and cargo consolidators. A license can be obtained by a shipping agent or cargo consolidator through an official application. Additionally, certified copies of the Certificate of Incorporation, the Memorandum and Articles of Association, and the applicant's or shipping agency's KRA PIN certificate should be attached. For businesses that have been operating for longer than 18 months, a certified copy of the most recent company annual returns from the Register of Companies, while those that have operated for less than 18 months must attach a copy of the company's search CR12 displaying the names of current directors. Additional files that ought to be include a duly executed copy of the lease or sublease agreement or title deed for the occupied office premises, or a certified copy of the offer letter attached with the current rent payment remittance, and a dated tariff structure and a brief professional profile of the key person or people in charge of operations on the agency's business letterhead. Certified copies of notarized copies of passports of all foreign directors and identity cards or passports and KRA PIN certificates of all local directors must also be presented together with the application for licensing of shipping agencies and cargo consolidators. Application processing fee is $15, while the annual license renewal fees is $250. An applicant shall receive a response within 15 working days. 5. Registration of shipping line. Anyone seeking to register a shipping line is required to submit a duly filled, dated, and stamped application form by principal or local owner's representative, notarized certificate of incorporation or registration certificate from the Principal's Chamber of Commerce, a legible original copy of the Bill of Lading or current and dated schedule of route tariffs on the Principal's letterhead every year, and payment of an application processing fee of $15, registration fee of $3,000, and $1,000 for the annual license. This application shall be processed within 15 days. 6. Maritime Transport Logistics, or MTL, training approval. Institutions that want to have their Maritime Transport Logistics trainer status approved must duly complete a questionnaire and specify the type of training they will be providing. An institution may purchase a certificate in Maritime Transport Logistics Curriculum Book for $935 or a diploma in Maritime Transport Logistics Curriculum Book for $1,255. This request will be handled in 10 working days, and the relevant curricula will be sent out immediately once Kenya Maritime Authority determines that the applicant satisfies the requisite requirements. Supply chain services. One, pre-qualification of suppliers. If a citizen wishes to be pre-qualified as a supplier for the Kenya Maritime Authority, they can either visit the KMA offices in person and obtain a hard copy of the tender document at 1,000 Kenya shillings, or download a free of charge form from the KMA website. Fill it and submit the complete tender document within the stipulated timelines. Responses to applications are issued within 14 working days. Once pre-qualified, a supplier may be invited to quote for services or goods. As such, they are expected to duly fill in a request for quotation form and submit within the stipulated time frame. Feedback on the applications shall be given within 7 business days. 2. Payment to suppliers. Once a supplier has fulfilled his or her contractual obligations with Kenya Maritime Authority, he or she will submit a valid invoice and attach bank account details, KRA PIN or national identity card, company registration certificate, and a delivery note copy free of charge, and payment shall be done within working days. And payment shall be done within 30 working days. 3. Customer billing. In order for Kenya Maritime Authority to initiate customer billing, a customer is required to submit their full name or contact person, contact details such as phone number, email address, and physical address, attach their KRA PIN or ID card, business registration certificate, and name of vessel or vessels where applicable. 4. Disposal of assets. Whenever Kenya Maritime Authority wishes to dispose its assets, it shall advertise a notice of disposal in the local newspapers and on its website www.kma.go.ke. Interested parties can either visit the KMA offices in person and obtain a hard copy of the tender document at 1,000 shillings, or download a free bidder's form from the KMA website. Feedback on the bidding outcome shall be issued within 30 days. As our customer, you have a right to lodge a complaint, seek review, and an appeal whenever we do not meet our set service standards. However, KMA pledges to do its best to resolve all customer queries or complaints. In case we cannot resolve your complaints or queries within the stipulated timelines, clients will be notified on the progress of the complaint. We value and appreciate your feedback on the quality, timeliness, and responsiveness of our services. We also expect you to be courteous, respectful, honest, and professional whenever interacting with us. To submit a public complaint, a customer is required to fill in the feedback form accessible from the KMA website free of charge, and we will respond within 5 working days. Submit your complaint to the Director General, Kenya Maritime Authority, PO Box 95076, postcode 80104, Mombasa. Phone, country code +254 41 231 8398/9, or +254 7243 19344, or +254 733 221 322. Email address info@kma.go.ke or complaints@kma.go.ke. You could also visit our website www.kma.go.ke. You can also contact the Commission on Administrative Justice, that is Office of the Ombudsman, in the event you feel we have not efficiently addressed your grievances. Contact Office of the Ombudsman, Head Office, 2nd floor, West End Towers, PO Box 20414, postcode 00200, Nairobi. You can call on telephone number, country code +254 20 227 0000, or telephone number 230 000 or 260 3765 or 244 1211 or 803 0666. Send general queries to info@ombudsman.go.ke. Complaints can be sent to complaints@ombudsman.go.ke.